All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New York Giants. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems like...
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Here's Newton, flushed out right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
They could game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Newton. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. On is the punter King to send it away. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now let's go. Green.
On 1st down, it's Lauletta. Forced out to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right-handed quarterback flushed to his left, yet he finds his tight end on the left side of the field. That's a tough throw. What a great completion.
Here's Lauletta. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Sua Cravens with a pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Newton. And he rifles one incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Newton. And that is incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They will go for it. Now Newton steps away to his left. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. From his goal line here. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Lucky 56.
Lawletta looking for a first down throw. He's going to loft one deep. He's got a man complete. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 40 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on third down, Lawletta going for the deep ball. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Dancing to his left. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Broncos on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Vance Joseph making his mark. His guys will go on 4th down. On fourth down, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. All right, now look at 56.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants add on to their lead. Whoa, what happened there? No good. Off the crossbar, and it comes back. A very poor effort from PAT distance. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Newton on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Lindsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Buying time to his left. Going to throw deep for the... And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. On 1st down, Lauletta. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Hot. Gun, gun.
They go play action here on first down. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there of 22. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit! 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 Kill it, motion me out. 51's the mic.
Here's Lawletta. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Over! Watch it now, Barney! Check the backer! I got him, back to mine. I got him.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Space to run past the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Barkley already showing the ability to transform this giant running game as they come up here on first down. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Newton. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Newton being chased out left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
20.
Second and 10, Newton again. Flushed out right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Broncos on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now Kelly, eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darren Lee picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. From the gun, here's Lauletta. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Do some.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Flush to his right, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey.
Operating from the gun. Newton flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lindsey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 48 yards away. And McManus able to put it through. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, good move. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer out him again.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Hot. Hot.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Over.
Another try for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Giants add on to their lead. How about the game that he has compiled here? So he has the 2 receiving touchdowns, and now that is his 3rd rushing touchdown. 3 plus 2, 5 total.
I'm telling you, you and your math can't beat you on that one.
Yeah.
You got it down. But how about the diversity of the day he's had? Just what you pointed out. 3 on the ground, 2 catching them. What a performance.
What a performance. If I get my numbers and colors down, it's going to be a real threat.
Just always remember, color between the lines.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the score. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Josh Jackson.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Lawletta. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Now here's Lawletta. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this... And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Lachlan Edwards has it on the tee and ready to go. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Hey, let's go. Eagle. On.
Vic goes play action. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's second down.
How about that, taking a deep shot on the first play of the game, obviously wanting to set a tone by pushing the ball downfield. Just came up incomplete.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
White 20. White 20.
Vic operating on first down. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. On first and 10, here's Vic. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Here's Michael Vick. And an alley to run. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold him to 3. Steps away to his left. He can run. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. And they're not able to convert on fourth down. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Hey, let's go. Orange. White 20. White 20. Eagle. White 20.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
But it certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
White 20.
On play action, Vic. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Eagle.
Off the play fake, Vic. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. DeMarcus Ware in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep. Oh, had to get it out quickly, but it's blocked. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's pile this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A second down throw for Vick. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the end.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Randy Moss, 28 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
As you know, I love the players of the past, but the players of the present and their mobility to move around and play quarterback, we just saw the end result of a guy that can shake it and find a guy open downfield.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Alpha. Right 20, right 90. Go. Right 2.
First down, Vick. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. The second down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Right 90. Right 90. Alpha. On. Right 20.
It's a play fake. Now Vick. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Brian Dawkins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's L.A. with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
You gotta go. Right 20. Go.
They will indeed go for it. Vick, he's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes up.
And this is caught inside inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Randy Moss, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38!
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Second down, McNabb. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Eagle. Alpha. Right 20.
So here's Vic following the interception. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
A first down throw coming for Vic. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D. Ford coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, Vic. Buying time to his left. That one complete to Terrell Davis. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Vic. He'll leave that one for Davis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. In the backfield, standing alone here on 2nd and goal is Davis. Again, it's Vic. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Lawrence Taylor able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
Eagle. On.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Here's Davis. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Terrell Davis, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are in for 6.
A TD for the guy affectionately known as TD. And what I love best about his game, when it was postseason time, he really increased his play. 11 postseason touchdowns in the 1997-1998 Super Bowl seasons for the Denver Broncos.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the 8-time Pro Bowler, Steve Atwater. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Play action now. Vic. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got his man. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demarius. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A first carry for the Hall of Famer, Barry Sanders. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
And there's the first carry of the game from Barry Sanders. His burst, his bounce, absolutely iconic. That guy moves in directions most people aren't able to do.
Career rushing yards are crazy, over 15,000, and the only player with 5 1,500-yard seasons. Just incredible. Breeze to throw on second down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Here we go.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Breeze. He'll get this one off to Sanders. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Brian Dawkins. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Got some real estate inside the 30. And down to the 7-yard line. 34 yards there and a first down.
is something that we saw plenty of times throughout his career. A huge chunk play, a huge chunk run from Barry Sanders.
And even though this one doesn't go for 6, worth noting, Barry had 15 career touchdown runs of greater than 50 yards. That's pretty good.
That is very good. He may have taken a loss here or there, but he often turned many of his runs into monster plays.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. He'll get it up the middle. Oh, the spin. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Adrian Peterson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
3 down. Right 20. Right 20. On. Right 20.
Throwing again, Vick on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. To throw, Vick. Flushed out right. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4th down, Vick. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. It'll be Vick once more. Forced out to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down. But they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
So out now come the Redskins. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac. If you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice carry there of 15 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And past the 30 down to about the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Vic with the incompletion there on 3rd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. He'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And now this is Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. An all-time great tackler, Brian Dawkins, making the play there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Right 20. Eagle.
On play action, Vic. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. That's pulled in at the 32. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Vic goes play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tyreek Hill, 57 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken short. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Wilson steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
14.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Throwing is Wilson. And now and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Russell Wilson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's the first time we get a look at the 2011 Hall of Fame inductee and 3-time Super Bowl champ Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, he won 2 Super Bowl titles with Denver and a 3rd with Baltimore. I say that's pretty good investment on a 7th-round pick. Also tells you we didn't evaluate him very well coming out of college, didn't we?
Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On. Eagle.
Off the play fake, Vick. And escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards.
Eagle. Up. On. Black over. Up. And it's a black two now.
Third and long for Vick. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
Partner, we talked about this at halftime, but I don't think either one of us expected it to continue. Michael Vick has been bottled up in this game. This defense has done a fantastic job of containing his running ability.
It is so rare. They could never contain him back in the day. Remember 2006 when he set the single-season record with over 1,000 rushing yards. They will indeed go for it. Vick. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. First down, Vick. Escaping the pressure right. 10 more there and another first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. A first down throw coming for Vick. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the ends, and he fires one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground as Williams loses the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
A 2nd down throw for Vick, being chased out left. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
14.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Neal. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On first and 10, it's Wilson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10.
Eagle.
This will be the final play of the half. Vick eluding the pressure right. Whoosh. He's still barreling through. Time for a break. We've hit half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be taken in at the 1. A little 360.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
Hey, let's go!
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. That one complete to Terrell Davis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first and 10, here's Vick. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Here's Michael Vick. Forced out to his left. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's third and long. From the gun, Vick. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
14. Got it.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And going deep for Hill. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
14.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Brian Dawkins in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Third and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
So the Broncos coming out now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Hey, let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Vic operating on first down. Steps away to his left. And this is incomplete. Terrell Davis, the intended receiver, and it's second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Throwing again, Vic on second and 10. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
And when you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football because that one could very easily have been a third.
Yeah, off balance, pressure coming. Probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in a rut like this, I think this happens to a lot of quarterbacks, they try and overcome it by making big-time throws. Throws they know they shouldn't make, but they're hoping to complete them rather than having the confidence that they actually will. 3
yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
90, 20.
Vic readies to throw. He is going to find Hill here. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Vic now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Lawrence Taylor able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They go again with Davis. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run with Davis. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
As a running back here, you've got to do everything in your power to sell out for the 1st down. And he takes that to heart as he's going to dive his way forward, and he earns his mates a new set of downs.
A 1st down carry for Davis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now here's Vic. Dancing to his left. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Vic now. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, a 6-yard touchdown run, and the Broncos are in for 6.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And out now, here come the Bengals. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brian Dawkins in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Moss. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Let's go, 14.
Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Wilson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
19. Hey, check 51, check 51.
Wilson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Run left, run left. 14, 14. Zebra, zebra.
Throwing now is Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, 14.
On 1st down, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And, CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, they wasted no time taking a shot down the field. He was letting it fly in the very first play from scrimmage. And this was excellent coverage down there. And they'll come away with an early takeaway. And I mean an early takeaway.
Inside.
first carry now for Ricky Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side, but the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield, otherwise that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Hey, check 26.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award on this very field, Von Miller, coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And Denver getting set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Williams. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, and they've got it here with a first down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Williams. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Flushed out right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go, let's go. Here we go. 58.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. First down throw, McNabb. He'll get this one off to Sanders. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
I know some people express surprise when Barry Sanders catches the football because his rushing numbers get most of the attention, but he also contributed in his career in the passing game like we just saw there.
Yeah, he had nearly 3,000 career receiving yards, and I think that gets overshadowed by the over 15,000 rushing yards that Mr. Sanders had. To throw, McNabb. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Come on, let's go! What? None! What? None!
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down, it's McNabb. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They go play action. It's McNabb rolling to his right. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had. And that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Got a man right side. It's Sharp. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Back up. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. His throw incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
Out of the gun, McNabb throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
From the gun, here's McNabb. Flush to his right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. McNabb to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll leave that one for Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Hey, let's go!
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to him right away because they have the matchup advantage.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Deion Sanders, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out.
Hey, let's go! On. Go!
From the gun, Vick steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Michael Vick. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on fourth down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
And the Ravens taking the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 1st and 10, McNabb caught left side, Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Here's McNabb. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! White 90! White 90! Flex round! Flex round!
Now it's McNabb. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go! White 90! White 90!
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
A play fake. Now McNabb. They'll roll him out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go! White 90! White 90!
McNabb. And Cooks has it over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Flex round! Flex round!
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
Here we go! White 90!
Now McNabb. He'll buy some time right. Man open, it's Moss complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Could we get a touchdown in this 1st half after all? It's 1st and 10. On the carry, here's Sanders. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught at the And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got it first and goal at the 7.
Here we go. One.
They'll set up to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Now back to throw. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Flex round. Flex round.
And that'll set them back 5. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, third and goal.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Looking to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting...
They've got his man complete. And he's going to be... Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Vic operating on first down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. For the first time with Ricky Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a second down throw for Vic. On the slant, he gets it to Clark. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Dallas Clark back in his day so good at catching red zone touchdown passes, but he's also very good in the middle of the field, anywhere on the field. And now look at him go. The 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. Ricky Williams, 60 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Vic back around his own goal line. And incomplete to open things up.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. A dump off for Davis. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Deion Sanders able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
Oh, everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Vic with the incompletion there on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Vic. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa In there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They will indeed go for it. Vic, he's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Vic now, flush to his right. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
A 1st down throw coming for Vic. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Terrell Davis from 17 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's Vic. Wide open. That's Clark. They lost him. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
On 2nd down, Vic again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. On 3rd down, here's Williams. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. From the gun, Vic. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. From the red zone now, Vic. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. It'll be Vic once more. Being chased out left. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd down, Vic. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. They'll run it with Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Forced out to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. They'll start on the ground. It's Terrell Davis. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Vic on 2nd down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, Vic. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now he's going to go. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play, Vic DeMoss, 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the shotgun, it's Vic. Flushed out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Michael Vick. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Vick now after the fumble recovery. On the move to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And McManus able to put it through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Gold now out to kick it away. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Vick will look to throw on first down, eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now he's going to throw deep right, and this is caught. That one goes for 36 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Gotta give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like the way he's playing. He's putting up decent numbers. What he has to do, find a way to make that sound read.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Deion Jones coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now with the play clock winding down, Vance Joseph says, let's talk this over. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. To throw, Vic. Steps away to his left. He's got his tailback, Ricky Williams. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there. 48 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pass incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, a 22. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Welcome back now to Denver. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They get it to him running left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now, you and I both know that those guys out in the field, they're giving every effort that they've got. But Bryant Young, He just played the game with a different level of intensity and effective play from start to finish.
Well, he was an 8-time winner of the 49ers' prestigious Lynn Eshmon Award, and some people may not know what that is, but it was given to the player who best exemplifies inspirational and courageous play.
And think about the 49ers' history.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. Ricky Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys are just an extra point away now from taking the lead in this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Gold now out to kick it away. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll leave that one for Davis. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Vic to throw it. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the play. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On the toss, here's Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Vic readies to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And Gold is able to put it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, Those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.